Hello, you're listening to the 96th ever episode of Chismes And Menudo. He is
Ricardo, and she is
Adriana, and we are
sitting here with our friend, the lovely and talented Mr. Greasy Gordo.
Greasy Gordo.
Greasy motherfucking
Thank you for having me here, buddy.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, tell me again the story, because you were telling me downstairs. But so this thing was a burrito for your food business.
Yeah, it was a more shittily drawn one. Yeah, I had one girlfriend draw it, and then the next girlfriend I had was a much better artist. So she brought it back to life. But it was originally an idea for my food business.
Yeah.
I was selling food out of a bar in Deep Ellum. And
What bar is it?
It's no longer there. It's called Wits End.
Oh, isn't that a big, like a known bar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I used to
pretty.
go there.
It was
It's
pretty
fun.
popular down there, but
Yeah.
they're turning it into like a fucking rodeo bar right now.
Really?
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's ridiculous. But anyway, we won't go there.
Burrito
Cultural
for-
appropriation.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but anyway, it was. I was just selling burritos and nachos, and I would make desserts that were more popular than the food. It was donut bread pudding and churro or a sopapilla cheesecake. But yeah, that's the original idea, and then I just COVID like took away the food business for me. So a couple years later, I just turned it into this.
Yeah, into your logo.
Yeah.
Would you say it's your logo, your brand?
Yeah, pretty much. Like anyone, like he said, like it feels. It's like who's this guy if he's not wearing the burrito? Like,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, for those of y'all that don't know, Greasy Gordo is a local comedian here in the DFW area. Very fucking hilarious. Just had a show yesterday that you were telling me had like a little hiccup in the middle.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right as I was talking about a particular crazy sex act, I see a kid, a little fucking kid, and I was just like thrown back. I was just blown away. It was like one of those like, fight or flight situations. I was like, what the fuck? And I felt like it was a real like test for me. Because like the old me would have just like kept going, even though obviously it's not the best idea. But I started thinking, I was like, little kid. I was like, oh yeah, fart jokes. So I just told a fart joke and ended my set. So like, it was really awkward. But at least like the crowd like understood.
Was
Yeah.
it like a family? Was it a family event?
If I'm
Did
not
they not tell you? Or?
No, it wasn't it. It was just whenever I got there, it was just a bunch of bikers. It was just a bunch of bikers and like older people. So like I was just, I didn't hold back. It was just regular, like toned down Gordo is now regular Gordo. But that's the mentality I went in with. And Ricky was talking about like a groove. When you finally get up there enough times, you get into a groove and stuff like that. So that was hard to like for my mind to break out of that groove. Like turn off the dirty shit.
Yeah.
But like, I guess whenever you see a kid and you're thinking like, this is it, I'm going to get canceled.
I would have been like,
switch it up.
and walked away.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, no.
But yeah, that was fun last night for sure. Shout out to TJ Evans. Like he's the one that made that show possible.
Oh, we love TJ.
Oh, TJ. We had him on here a couple weeks ago, probably like a little over a month now.
Yeah, like
Right on.
over a month ago.
Yeah.
Love
His
TJ.
episode was awesome.
Yeah. He's Irish. Did you know that?
Black Irish?
Yep. Got a little bit of Irish in him.
Is that a thing that people know about him? Does he talk about it on stage?
I don't think so. I think he just talked about it here because he had just like done his 23andMe or something.
Yeah.
He found out he's got a little Irish in him.
Yeah. So we were like cracking jokes about that. But
I've got a shirt that says "Suck Me, I'm Black," and it's like the shirt is green and it's all black lettering. I got it from Oklahoma. No, he's from Wichita Falls. Tolu, do you know Tolu?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he did a 23andMe, found out he's Black Irish, and then he made that
Nice.
shirt. And then I'll be walking around sometimes getting shit like, just fucking stares from like black people, just like, the fuck is wrong with this dude? And sometimes I have to say like, hey man, like I bought this shirt like supporting a black owned business technically. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
damn.
Yeah, everything needs context nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just do something. It has to be like, why did you do that? Oh, it's because of this, this, and this. I'm not just being a dickhead.
Might as well be a warning label.
Yeah.
Well, how do you as comedians? How do you do work around that?
Don't care.
Yeah. There's kind of a thing also with like movies where it's similar with comedy where like you kind of have to trust that the audience is like in on it, especially if they're coming to a comedy show. You have to trust that they understand that you don't mean the things that you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just really funny to say it. You get me? Like with audiences, like if you're just way too, like if you just try to like like basically shove the idea down their throats, it almost backfires because like, okay, you're going wait, like that's too on the nose.
Yeah, that's when you got to like be able to read a room and like decide, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like the kid thing. Like, you know, you got to like divert, sort of change things, change lanes, you know.
That's what
Or
people don't
fucking
get.
dig a
Ride
deeper
it.
hole.
That's what I was
Dig a
saying. Like,
deeper hole.
you know, the Gordo like a year ago would have just been like, okay, like, is
Yeah.
anybody watching this kid? And then just go like further, like, and just fucking destroy the kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether or not they were like coherent to me.
Yeah, I would have just stopped in the joke and then just like whatever the punchline is, because I assume it was a dirty ass punchline.
Yeah.
Just been like, hey, get this fucking baby out of here. I'm about to say the worst shit possible.
Yeah.
Whose parents are here? Or whose parents is this kid? Yeah, I would have just
How
scolded the
old
parents.
was he?
It was a little girl, and I don't think I found out. I don't. But what I do remember was that it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the comedian's nieces. So I don't know if that makes it okay. Like, you know, I don't know, but
You know, us like, oh, you're Mexican. We grew up hearing a lot of shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if you did, but we did. Like,
I mean, like racist shit.
no, like sex stuff,
yeah.
like anything.
Oh, yeah.
And racist stuff, anything.
I heard it more from like, you know, my other cousins and shit like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, we had just talked about this a couple episodes back, I think, with Rudy, where it's like we're watching. No, probably not with Rudy. I don't know. We talked about it. Novelas, you know how they had like
yeah.
love scenes and sex scenes. We were watching that shit, like, you
My
know.
grandma was sitting right there,
Yeah.
like she was just sitting still, but I know she was like all wet and worked up. Like, you know, I fucking knew it.
Grandma, you getting all worked up?
Yeah.
I miss your
You know,
grandfather.
I would rather, instead of porn, watch like a love scene. That gets me going for real.
A love scene?
Yeah, like, you know, like, I don't want to say Bridgerton, because like the backstory of
I still
Bridgerton.
haven't seen that.
Bridgerton
It's
is
so-
I don't know what it's about.
Bridgerton is porn.
Yeah,
They just don't show penetration.
yeah, which is like, you
It's like-
know, I love it.
I kind of get that.
I don't need to. I know where it's going. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't need to see that.
It's like the idea of like if you see a girl with like a nice body, it's nicer to see her like in clothes than to see her naked, because then it's like the veil's been lifted. Like it's
Yeah,
almost
it's kinda
like
like-
trying to leave something to the imagination, you know?
Yeah.
Very little.
Yeah.
Once you're like, but with guys too, like you see a guy like at the gym and he has muscles or whatever, and it's like hot, and then he gets closer to you, and then you're like, oh,
They look like me.
like, oh, okay, yeah, you know.
Nah.
It's more fantasizing about them.
Maybe.
It's more of the, fantasy.
No.
I think.
I don't like
I don't know.
Bridgerton.
I love Bridgerton. I love Bridgerton. And then they came out with another show that's called Queen Charlotte. So you've never seen any of this?
No,
You
I
had
was
your
waiting for you
girlfriend?
to say something that would like give me a hint at what it's about. Like I get it, it's like porn, but like what is the story? I was waiting. I was like, damn.
No, it's not porn. It's like old century. Your girlfriend doesn't watch it? It's like old century romance stories, but they're based off of a book. And it's
Roman.
about like 8 siblings. And each one of those siblings gets like a love story.
Where are they from?
English.
This is like
England. UK. Okay.
Queen.
Oh, okay.
This is like it's like mid-century.
Yeah.
Like
What is
bullshit.
that? What is that?
Medieval.
No, it's probably like the 16, 1700s, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So they're all like prim and proper. I
It's
just
when
don't
they
like any.
used to wear makeup and it had lead in it.
Yeah.
Like, it looked
Oh,
really, like,
okay.
bad.
Like powdered wig era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. But it's like it really is eye candy because all of the sets and all of like the dresses and it looks really pretty visually, but it's a good story.
I don't
But I'm
like any of
surprised.
that.
What do you guys watch? Like, what do y'all watch as
My
like
girlfriend is basically like an overgrown toddler that just constantly wants to get fucked. So it's weird.
Nice.
No, but she's like my bread and butter is like emotionally damaged white women, fat white women.
Is she?
Nice.
Is she?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
So what is she? So how? She's white. Why didn't she watch a
Anime.
Oh, okay.
That's all she watches is anime.
Oh, I can never get into anime.
I like cartoons and stuff like that, but that's literally all she likes to watch is like anime and cartoons. So I got to show her like shit to like bring her into my world.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Bridgerton probably isn't your world either.
I mean, she might like it. I don't know.
No, I think she would like it. Girls, it's a show
Yeah.
for girls.
Girls would really love that shit.
Love it, but whatever.
I just don't like any show or movie that's like in that time period. It's really boring to
I
me.
love it.
What about Game of Thrones?
Love it.
It's a little more modern than Game of Thrones. And then also Game of Thrones put me to sleep.
Oh shit!
I love.
Dude, I've
Game
been
of
watching that for like
Thrones.
3 days straight now.
Really? Rewatching? Or did you watch it when it was
I've
all?
seen it like 5 or 6 times.
Me
But,
too.
like, when you start all over,
It's so good.
I'm sorry, Ricky. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's so good. What about House of Dragons? Did you get into it?
It's on there, but I haven't checked it out yet.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know. My husband loved Game of Thrones, but House of Dragons, I kind of had to make him watch it. I loved it.
A lot of people are making fun of it.
Yeah, but it's good. Like I think it's more for girls. Like it's more of a romance thing. But whatever. Game of Thrones. I didn't start watching Game of Thrones on TV when it was out until like the 7th or 8th season. But that whole thing was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you watch it when it was coming, like as the shows were coming on?
No, I've watched it because I had an ex who was more into TV than I was. So she was in control. Yeah, I had to.
That's the only reason I watched it. It was like the
For
first,
pussy?
Yeah. It was like the first year me and my girl were living together. And then like all we would do is just go to work, smoke, and then watch TV. And she was like, oh, the last season of Game of Thrones is coming on. We had tried to watch it once and then we got weirded out because like almost immediately it was like brother sister fucking and like
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that like I've always thought like I wish I could find a love like Cersei and Jaime Lannister.
Ew.
But I've only got a brother, so it's gonna be too weird.
Dude, that thing like messed me up. I was like disgusting.
they were twins too. Dude.
After that though, great. Except for when
Nah.
never mind.
Okay,
It was
okay.
great.
I don't judge.
Except for when like Sansa was getting like brutally raped by
You
that
like that
guy.
part?
No, I was
Oh.
like, except for that also. It was that
yeah.
and the brother and sister stuff.
Yeah, Ramsay Bolton was an asshole.
Yeah, he was no,
one
he
was
was like
Ramsay?
psychotic.
He was the one who just like peeled people's skin
Yeah,
off for
he was
fun.
a peeler.
He was the weird looking one, right?
flare.
Like with the crazy eyes.
Yeah,
He tortured
that guy.
the other guy.
Yeah.
one that
Theon, not
betrayed-
Theon Reek. Yeah, that guy.
Which one am I thinking of?
I don't know. You fell asleep, you said.
I did. After the 4th season is when it started getting long winded for me, and I was just kind of like, all right, I'm out of this.
It's like an hour-long show with no commercials, so like there's a
Yeah.
lot of like fluff. So
Yeah.
I will say that.
It
Which
is.
one was it? Theon?
No. Ramsay Bolton.
Ramsay Bolton, he was the psychotic one. He was like,
I loved his death.
me too. It
was fucking great.
I think
Yeah,
it was
this is the one I was
Eaten
amazing.
thinking about.
alive by his own dogs that he
That
thought
he
he's like, they're never gonna
starved.
touch me.
Yeah.
They'll never touch me.
It was,
Nah, bro.
you know how some people like in shows they die or whatever, you just don't feel vindicated for what
Yeah.
the fuck they did. That one I was like, yes.
Him and my other favorite one, Daenerys' brother.
Oh yeah, the
When he got
gold, where they
poured
took.
all over
Oh,
him. Yeah,
I
that
loved
was sick.
it.
Did you see that one?
I think
And
so.
she was
Yeah.
just standing there like, yeah, my man just threw that fucking gold in your head, bitch.
The brother is the one that gave her to
The call,
Jason
Drago.
Momoa.
Yeah.
Drago, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Drago.
Oh my god, the people that dressed up as them on Halloween when it first came out, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
You guys ever been to the Bomb Factory?
Yeah.
I went to the Bomb Factory for the guy that plays Hodor.
Hodor.
He's a DJ.
Really?
Yeah, he's a DJ. So
Hodor?
like the show that he was having at Bomb Factory, it was also like a Game of Thrones cosplay event.
Oh, that's cool.
And I remember going there on acid.
Oh shit,
And
that's not cool. That's not
I was just like shit faced already. So like when I showed up, I honestly forgot who I was there to see, and I was just losing my mind. I was like, where the fuck am I? Seeing all these fake ass Daenerys's and shit.
It would have been funny if it happened to you, like Hodor, but you were like Gordo,
Yeah,
Gordo,
that's hilarious.
Gordo.
Yeah, that dude is huge in real life.
Is he?
Yeah,
That's
he's
insane.
fucking gigantic.
What kind of DJ
House.
is he? House?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Oh my
cool.
God.
I didn't
I
know that.
have
That's
no
fucking
idea.
cool.
His story was sad.
Yeah.
Like the why it's called Hodor. Do you remember? I don't
Hold
remember.
the door. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. I remember it was sad.
Yeah, I'm kind of muddy on the actual whatchamacallit, like the details of that. Because even when I was watching that, I remember being confused. Like, wait, is this a flashback? But he's involved in the flashback. I was
It
like,
was because of Bran. Like he
Right, he
was
fucked
able
him
to
up.
control like
Yeah.
the memories of the world or whatever. So
yeah.
nerd. Sorry.
That's why they wanted him so bad.
Bran was also a boring character. I feel like they could have made him at least like a little cooler, but he was just like,
I never understood why I don't know.
I don't know why the direction was just like be a statue, say your lines and be a statue. And he was like, meh.
Well, the other guy was
I
a
am the
statue.
Raven
He
Man.
was in where was that the one before Brand?
He was just
was
like fucking
on a
underground.
tree or something,
Yeah, he was just
right?
hanging out like
Yeah.
in a deep cave, like where all that shit started.
Yeah.
Just chilling. Like he just couldn't move. He was just stuck there
Oh yeah, he was stuck to like the
in the fucking tree.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that one movie?
I wonder
where
what
the
that is then. Like, why would they make Bran not able to move either? Is it because like they have to hide him?
No,
I think
it
it was just like a whatever, like a metaphor, I guess, because he can't move.
Oh, okay. That makes
It also probably is a thing of like the universes doing that because like their power is essentially like way overpowered. As like if they have that and they can also manipulate like politics or whatever, and be like, nah, this is too much. We have to cripple you. You're way too powerful,
That's fucked up.
right? Like Stephen
Again.
Hawking.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Oh, he died?
Yeah.
When?
5 years ago.
It's been a minute.
Oh shit.
R.I.P. Stephen Hawking.
R.I.P.
Yeah, imagine if he had like full motion. He would have taken over the world.
Did you know
That's
that? Did you know that the rapper from Migos died though?
Yeah, I knew that he died.
That's sad. That you didn't know fucking Stephen Hawking died, but you knew that motherfucker died. They're gonna have to take his picture off the bag of chips, dude. It's just not gonna hit the same.
The fucking rap snacks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The only one I've checked out and liked was the Biggie one. If you see it, it's delicious. It's honey jalapeno.
Oh,
You know that the like every time you get a bag of chips and there's that one chip that's just completely blasted with flavor, it's like the best chip.
Yes.
That whole bag is the best chip. Like
Wait,
they're-
what the fuck
they're
are y'all talking about?
Rap
rap snacks.
What the fuck is that?
It's I don't know which rap. It's like some producer or rapper that owns it, but I'll show
I think
you.
it's
They're chips?
fucking Lil Bow Wow's dad. What the fuck is that dude's name?
Master P.
There you go. I think
That's
it's
Lil
Master P that
Romeo's
owns it.
dad. That's Romeo's dad.
Who's a little about?
Master P.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you're
Lil
right.
Romeo.
Yeah.
So these look. See, they got like rappers' faces on them and
Where
shit.
do you find these?
Gas stations,
Yeah.
No way.
Like hood stations.
hood gas stations,
The one stops.
Fuel City.
The food stores.
Fuel City.
Yeah.
What the
I see some at Walmart.
fuck?
They've branched out. Yeah.
Really?
They
Nice.
got
Yeah, I
little
see it here at
populars.
Walmart.
Nice.
But yeah, the best one is the Biggie one. That's the only one I've had, but that's the only one I would try.
They also have ramen. They have like cups of ramen.
Buttermilk
my
Ranch,
brother was
honey
telling me about that.
barbecue, Master P honey barbecue.
I had.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I bought the ramen one just because it was fucking.
Lil Boozy, Louisiana
was it?
meat?
I'm trying to
Louisiana
remember who
heat.
was
What? Lil Durk, buttermilk
They got one for
Ranch?
everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cardi B's got one.
No way.
Yeah, there's
How
Cardi
did I
B
not
one.
know about this shit? Oh my
I
god.
think it's weird. Like it's cool, but it's also weird. Kind of like McDonald's doing all those celebrity like
The
meals.
Cardi B
Yeah.
offset meal. Yeah.
There's like the Cardi B and
Notorious is
Offset,
honey jalapeno. Is that what you were saying?
honey jalapeno.
Oh my
That's
God.
the best one.
What the fuck?
With chips, you gotta pack the flavor in. I hate it whenever they skim on it. Like I love Takis, so like whenever a bag of Takis is just like, oh, you don't like Takis? I fucking love Takis. dude. But like whenever like you open it and you can see that it's yellow tortilla chips, I'm just like, fuck.
It's one of the reasons I never fucked with like Latinas. No offense to you. You're a beautiful, strong, independent black woman, and I won't fuck with you. But yeah, man, like I like anal, you know. And you can't
I'm
be
not doing
you
that.
can't be well. That's the first part. That's, you know, they're never fucking up for it. And when I get them drunk enough to get up for it, like. Still doesn't matter. They're always eating fucking shit covered in tahini and chamoy. You know, they're always eating serranos and shit if they're really Mexican.
Yeah.
That asshole is like on fire, bro. Like
Are you
just can't.
serious?
Imagine you get a chili pepper and or like a jalapeno seed in your urethra, dude, from fucking a Mexican chick in the ass. Ew. The female body is disgusting. Anyway,
What the fuck? Who did you?
That's the side of Gordo you haven't seen yet.
I love it. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Moneybag Yo.
are you still reading?
Dill pickle jalapeno.
Here, let me see something real quick. I think it was either Master P or
What the
someone
fuck?
else.
I need
But
to
yeah,
get some of those.
that every single chip in that bag of chips is like, you know, the best chip ever. That's why I liked it, because it was good.
A good like
Yeah.
man. I don't know how I didn't know about that.
It was E40. That's who it was.
Who made him?
No. It was just it's.
Oh, his
like,
chip.
I bought This
Oh,
is
his
the
ramen.
ramen.
Okay.
Yeah, so I bought it because it was E40. And I still haven't eaten it. I got it somewhere.
What the fuck?
Yeah, swear to God.
I want some. Where's the like a
Like I said, like the more hood the gas station is, the more likely they'll have it.
The gas station by your place probably would have it.
That's where I bought one of my T-shirts.
Yeah, you know that Jamaican store?
Yeah.
The gas station that's across the street from it?
Yeah.
That one would probably have it.
Do they have Jamaican beef patties?
I have no idea.
But there's a
That's racist.
there's a jerk chicken shop right in that area.
They might
Is
have
that
it.
the
Yeah.
same thing? Yeah.
No, not the same thing, but like,
No, but
if
like-
they have it, they might have the patties
It's in
Yeah.
the same
category.
yeah. I need a water.
You need a water? Go get one.
That's gonna help you water out for
I remember a while ago I saw this video about like it was like a sketch video of like the best places to go and eat in the hood aren't restaurants, it's just somebody's house.
That's somewhat true. Just depends on like who that person is.
Yeah.
Cause like, you know, so there's ghetto people who are like proud and like, you know, keep their house clean. And then there's ghetto people who fucking just nasty and they'll still want to do the same shit that everyone is inspired to do. And that's where that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I used to do AC and sometimes we would go to like bad neighborhoods and
Fair Park.
No, not that bad. It just be poorer places, poorer parts of like Fort Worth and like
Oh,
Lancaster,
Fort Worth.
shit like
Okay. Yeah. I don't know Fort Worth.
that. Yeah. But like it, because we did it for like a rental company. So basically, it's this company that bought a fuck ton of houses like in Fort Worth, and they were renting it out to people that had bad credit. So like we would go, they'd call and be like, "Hey, our AC is not working," blah blah blah, and then our boss would send us out. We'd go and check it out, and then sometimes we'd walk in and it'd just be like a fucking hoarder's paradise. It's like stacks of fucking newspaper nobody ever read, just fucking like.
Wait, who?
Whenever I worked with John for like a little while, the houses that we would go to. I don't know if John ever told you they would be like super gross sometimes. And,
Yeah, he did.
yeah, it was bad, dude.
Nasty.
Yeah, it was like there was one time I went to a house where it was a trail where you can see the carpet, but that was just where you walked. It was where you walked.
Yeah.
Everything else was covered, and they were just like walking on it.
Yeah, it reminds me of the things that a dude will like bend or just completely like abandon in their mind just to get, you know, some pussy.
What do you mean?
Like that. Like, you know, normally like, you know, that shit would just be like, oh, that's fucking nasty. But if like, you know, the woman who owns the house wants to fuck you, you're like, where do I find the bed? Like, where's the bed?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. I get you.
Been in that situation before and it was fucking awkward.
Really?
Yeah, like it was a Tinder date and I show up and she comes out in a fur coat looking like a hooker. I was like, that was the first bad sign. And then we got in the car and she was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I mean, I guess we can go get something to eat. She was like, oh, I thought you were a stoner. She was like, I brought a blunt. You want to just smoke? Right there in front of her house. It's like, okay. Next thing you know, like just gunshots. Right outside this fucking basketball court that was like, you know, right up the street. And then she was like, you want to go inside? I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
like, you know, just perpetually getting weirder. And then we get inside and it's just reeks of like cat and dog shit and cat piss, which, I mean, if you guys know cats, like it's, you know.
Yeah, that's insane.
The floors actually had like dust and dirt, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we still fucked.
The things you just block out
Yeah.
of your mind, just like, there's pussy at the end of this disgusting tunnel. So let me get to
What
it.
is it?
The cleanest thing in that whole area was her vagina. So yeah.
Well, that's good. She kept herself clean.
I mean, that's the only thing you're really like touching there.
That's all you can ask for, yeah.
Yeah.
But the worst part about fucking with like fat girls is like, you know, they'll pay attention to their vagina and stuff like that and completely miss the belly button.
Oof.
Belly button's just stinking while you're trying. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. I cover all the areas
Yeah.
because I like fat girls.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite area is behind the knee.
I would think it was the boobs.
It doesn't get as like wet.
The behind the knee gets wet like
yeah,
that.
if she's fat
Sweat.
enough. Yeah, like walking around, she gets real sweaty back there. I like it.
That big.
Yeah.
Okay. Love that.
Like the girls that like, you know, just squashing the skinny dudes for like $10,000.
Nice.
What?
That's-
Is
yeah.
that a thing?
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
ever watch My 600 Pound Life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I know about it.
There's always like they always have a boyfriend, or at least the ones that do have a boyfriend. It's always somebody that looks like me, or like even skinnier.
That's
Where the dude's
insane.
yeah.
Fat women make a lot of money doing that shit.
Oh.
I used to date one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know like like 3 months into the relationship that she like used to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she-
What exactly would she do?
It's like porn, basically.
She would do porn?
But yeah, it was porn, but like some of it wasn't like typical porn. Like some of it was like her just like
Kinky stuff, like specific subgenres of stuff.
yeah, her basically just like squishing little dudes.
On
Or like
camera.
sitting on their face and like not getting up until they're like, you know, like fucking.
Nice.
Yeah, the worst one was like she got real fucking bad. Like it was nuts. Like it was like a fake heart attack video.
She had to pretend that she was having a heart attack.
She didn't have to, but she did it. Maybe it was a request or something like that. But yeah, she just like she had like a list of like, you know, things of videos. It's like an OnlyFans kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And one of the things I saw, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, she like faked a heart attack.
Nice.
I was like, God damn.
Insane.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
And she
People
was
are-
making money.
But they have some usually fire ass pussy. So it's usually pretty good. That's why I stuck around for so long. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
People
it's
are-
like, but they make a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Insane, dude.
It's like the same thing with girls that like they'll wear the same pair of underwear for like a week and then send it to somebody because like they'll request it.
But that's not even. Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
I've never met a dude that like was into that shit, but I mean,
Yeah, 'cause they keep-
probably we know somebody.
Yeah.
like, you know,
they keep that shit hidden, dude. It's shameful and it's good. Like, don't let that shit out. It's like when politicians like they'll go really hard into like being against gay rights and shit. They're like, we gotta get these fucking F words out of here, blah blah blah, and then they get caught sucking like 4 dicks
Are
at a
you
gas
gay?
station.
Yeah.
What are you gay?
Yeah, yeah, I picked it up. I don't want to just seem fucking sexist or homophobic or whatever.
Nah, dude, it's cool. There's a homophobic friendly podcast. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
No, it's not.
We love the gays. They're a lot of fun.
You guys are 30 like me. Well, not you yet, but yeah,
Getting there.
everything was gay in the 90s.
Oh my god, yes.
Your mom is gay, your dad is gay, you know.
Look, can I be honest?
You don't like gay people?
I love the whole Bud Light thing because, like, for a while, like, everyone was like,
If you
Bud
drink
Light
Bud
was
Light,
gay
you're-
this whole time, and like, you know, shit like that. I was like, it's back.
No, like, I don't know. Is it really? Do people really get insulted when you're like? Because Bobby Lee, he was on his pod. You know Bobby Lee. They were on his
Asian guy, Korean
yeah,
guy.
and he's like, they have a reel where he's like, "We get it, you're gay." Have you seen that reel?
I don't think so.
And it was so funny that I was like, but I don't think he got canceled for it. I think like it's starting to be more okay. People are starting to understand like jokes. I think.
I don't know.
I
I
hope
think
so. Shit.
I think whoever does get offended by that is just getting ignored.
Yeah, like.
You know, where
Well,
there
that's
was
my question. Are we ignoring it, or is it
Yeah.
okay now?
I don't know.
I think it's okay, like, if you're a comedian. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because it's not coming from like a place of, and it's not coming from like a place of like hostility where you're saying like stop being fucking gay, like this isn't real, you need Jesus. Like if it was that, then yeah, people, there would be an uproar. But if he's just like, look, it's okay that you're gay, but do you have to be so fucking gay? You know. It's like a thing of like he's a comedian, he's clearly joking. It's like what I was saying earlier.
Oh, right,
about,
right. Yes,
like
yes, yes.
shows,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't
And
know.
also, he's not exactly like fucking affecting foreign policy, you know.
True. So okay,
If we don't
it's what
stop-
you said like comedian.
Yeah, yeah. If we don't stop Bobby Lee from saying gay people are too gay, it's not going to stop them from being able to get married, you know.
True.
I
True,
think that's the thing.
guess.
Like we turned really hard left, like
Yeah, we
trying to
did.
stop people from saying certain things, and now we're like course correcting. Where it's like, all right, we went a little too far.
this is why I'm gonna go do the 23andMe, because I'm hoping that I am at least like, you know, 0.5% black for obvious reasons. You know how often people walk up to me and say like, you know, like not ask me, but like just it gets brought up like, you know, if I'm black. I'm like, no.
Really? They ask
Yeah.
you all the time.
I want to figure out like what it is, you know, besides my like, you know, my obvious drip and swag.
Right.
You know, just like, what is it? And I ask sometimes, and they're like, "It's your nose." I'm like, "That's racist.
Yeah.
It's racist, man."
I mean, it is.
You know, I didn't see it
is
until you
racist.
said it.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
No,
Right?
you know what I was thinking? I was thinking your hair. It's
have no
very,
hair.
it's very black, but it's very coarse.
Oh,
Is it?
It looks coarse,
thank you.
especially the beard. It's very full.
Oh yeah, I had to change my image because I started going bald in the front.
So you had to add more hair in the
Yeah.
front.
My girlfriend is a hairstylist,
Oh, really?
so like she can do all this shit for free.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, is it dyed?
No,
Oh,
no, I do have like a few like grays right here,
Uh-huh.
and this random gray that like grows on the side of my fucking head.
Yeah.
Now, I'll pluck them out so that way I look like a young boy. But
Like a tight young boy.
no, just I had long hair
Yeah.
before. I used to have dreadlocks actually,
Oh shit.
Really?
and at one point I had dreadlocks. Gnarly. It was just 3 of them.
What?
My entire head just took up 3 dreads because I was young and Rasta, and I just started. You just avoid doing anything to your hair. Other than washing it, you don't comb it, you don't do anything, and it just dreads up naturally.
Oh, okay.
And it just looked like
So was it like the
really
weekend? Like
from
you just
Africa.
had, you just had like thick threads. Okay.
yeah,
Do you have a
like
picture?
Coolio, but just 3 giant ones.
Okay.
Do you have a picture?
No, I still have the dreads in a bag in my closet though.
Really?
I bet
I kept them.
I bet
You're
they
supposed to
stink.
keep them or
No, I just kept them.
preference?
I forgot. Your fucking Chelada has me fucking drunk. I don't usually drink.
Oh, you
Forgot what I was
tipsy?
gonna say. Yeah,
Did you drink it already? The whole thing?
like half of it.
Oh shit.
You got
Feeling
water?
sexy.
Nice. I wanted to get dreadlocks for a while. I never went through with it.
Did you
I
ever
don't
have
think-
long hair?
Yeah. Right now, the length of my hair is like half the longest that I've ever had it. I've
He
had
was
it,
so
like,
ugly.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
He looked like a girl that
I looked like I was in the middle of a trend.
yeah. For real.
I was beautiful.
I wrote a joke for Pride Month, and there was this person in the crowd who got really, really offended. Because whenever you're looking at the crowd, you don't just look at the wall, you don't look at the floor, you connect eyes with everybody, with everybody, It just happens. And I guess because I connected eyes with them, they thought the joke was about them. And the joke was about seemingly you're a trans person. Because I was saying whenever I'm naked, you can't tell that I'm a guy, you can't see my dick,
Yeah.
I told you what my fupa looks like.
Yeah, I've
fat
heard.
guys have fupas.
Yeah.
Yeah, fat upper penis area.
Women need that fupa on a man because that's how we come.
Really?
Yes, because the fupa grinds against the clitoris, while the
Why
man
hasn't
is.
my girlfriend come yet?
What's a clitoris?
So yes, we heavily rely on the fupa,
Really?
on a man's
that a thing?
fupa. Yeah.
Okay.
But I told that joke in front of a trans person, and they did not like it.
But what was offensive that you were comparing yourself to a trans
Yeah,
woman?
just that I told him that I used to have a bunch of gay friends, and this part is true. I used to have a bunch of gay friends, and we would all just hang out, and I was the only one that wasn't gay, But they accepted me, so we all just started hanging out naked. And so, when we were hanging out naked for the first time, they were like, "You're trans," and I just went with it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm beautiful."
Oh, yeah, I have heard you do this joke.
Yeah, and there's another part where I dumbed it down. I talk about how I had a lot of Taco Bell one night, and I just I shit bled, fucking blood bled when I shit.
Yep, it
And I
happens.
saw the underwear, and they're like, that was the bad part. It's like, you transitioned, you did it, and I was like, yeah.
Damn.
But that trans person walked up to me after the show and just grabbed me by the shoulders, the muscle right there, trying to control me. And I was like, "Hey," and I said, if you ever say that joke to me again, in front of me again, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Was it like a dude to a lady, lady to?
It was
dude?
a male to female transition. Yeah, so it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get canceled. Were you guys canceled? I won't say it.
No, because wait, what? What? Yo, you were gonna say something?
He's a dudette.
Dudette.
Oh,
do
is
that.
that cancelable? I don't know anymore. I'm over it.
I always thought dudette was just a chick that you
Yeah.
call dude.
I call my friends student.
Dudette.
Oops.
My little brother was there.
Really?
Yeah, my little brother
When-
never
when-
comes
when
out.
it
Yeah,
happened?
there. Yeah, when it happened.
Oh shit.
And my little brother is a wannabe thug, so he
Yeah.
was already getting ready
getting
to
ready.
fucking pounce on this fucking
Yeah.
person. I was like, yeah, no.
What did you say?
I would've-
I remember trying to get his arm off of me. I was like, yeah, fucking cool. I almost called him man, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I say everybody, and even my girlfriend, I'm like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I was like,
conscious of what you were saying.
Yeah,
Like, oh
because
my
I didn't
God.
want them to think that I really am like transphobic. Because I'm fucking not.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
I'm not.
yeah, but also that was a situation where he fucking was trying to.
He assaulted you.
Yeah,
Physical
even,
dominance.
Yeah, he was trying to like dominate you. Had their
Which is a male trait, by the way.
Yeah, like they tried to have their hand on your shoulder, and then they said, "You do that, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would have assaulted that lady.
Yeah, I would have beat the shit out of that bitch.
I was just like getting my my bearings with the trio, Noah.
Oh, okay.
Swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
Trying to like, there was 3 different factors like right in one moment. I was like, my little brother's here. I gotta, make sure I do the right thing. I'm in a place where like Noah has like secured like his presence and everything, and like if something did happen, like it would fall back on like the place, me, and Noah. So it was just like 3 things all together. So I just like kind of like walked out after saying okay, yeah, awesome, and then they were like verbally assaulting me like as I was leaving.
What the fuck?
No, I'm kidding. They were just talking shit. They were just talking shit.
Well, no, but it's the same thing. It's like they kept like antagonizing you.
I was just playing victim like they were. But yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
Normally, like
that shit
like,
pisses me
I'm
off,
from
dude.
the hood, like like we all have that fucking
Yes.
trigger, that light switch. You just gotta,
Well, it's
the
cool that you were
doomsday
able to
device.
control it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's
I mean,
really big of you. Like
I didn't want to like cause any problems or anything like that, and especially because, like I said, I'm not transphobic, but like there was just that moment where it's like, yeah,
And then also
just show me your dick and we'll fight,
that's crazy.
Also, then there's like the whole optics of it is like, oh fuck, like if somebody recorded this, then this video is getting out, like
World star.
Yeah, transphobic comedian, like that's gonna be the title. It's not gonna be like trans person assaulted comedian
Yeah, dude.
or
like,
threatened comedian. Even threatened, dude. You
Because
fucking
he
threatened
did.
me. He threatened me like something's gonna happen. But then you got to think
Sorry.
of like, oh shit, actually no, it's not a man. Everybody's gonna see her as a woman. So I just assaulted a woman. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But still, like, damn, that's fucked up. It's cool that you were able to like think of all that stuff in the moment and like back off.
I'm getting better at that. Yeah.
It's
that thing with the kid.
that's how you know that like you're taking this seriously because
I'm trying to. Yeah.
because anybody that's like out here doing stand up and it's not like their route or maybe they don't know what their route is yet would have probably popped off.
Yeah.
And then that's like then you can never really fulfill what you were trying to do because now you got a bad like you were saying with that guy. Who is that guy, by the way?
Okay.
Everyone that comes on talks about that guy.
Who?
Noah.
He's just for me. He's like my comedy like guru, comedy godfather. He was the first person to put me on a show and like believe in me and shit like that. And I kind of took it like too far as like my material because I thought that that place and like being with him like was just like I can be myself. And I guess I took advantage of it so to speak. And he sort of like demoted me, because like he had to, like it just happened. Like we started doing less like work together, and it was his way of like letting me know like you really need to like focus on if you want to do this for fun or if you want to do this professionally, because he was going down the professional route, still is, and I wouldn't have been able to do that show last night with TJ if I didn't like listen to Noah, like finally listen to him and change my shit. Because like I said, like a year ago, I would have just like fucked with that little kid, even if they couldn't understand me or not, which is not something that you should do, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, taking it more seriously and just being aware of like so many different like focal points and stuff like that just goes a long way.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to like get booked and stuff like that. And I literally only have Noah to thank for that. So he's and that was the long version of my perception of him, but he's awesome. He's just a promoter. He's a booker, good friend, just cool dude. Noah Shark Robertson is his stage name.
So he's a comedian too.
Yeah.
Do we know him?
I know. Yeah. You remember when I told you I did that show? It was that festival.
Yeah.
It's his festival. He put it on.
Yeah, he
wow.
did pretty much everything for that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all him.
He had it at 2 different venues. like running simultaneously. I think he was like running back and forth between both venues.
Yeah.
And
No
shit.
way. You think
Yeah.
he would come on the podcast?
I'll ask him.
Do you think he would
probably
come
would.
on?
I told
Does he
him-
do podcasts?
Yeah, I told him that I would give the proper respect, because I wouldn't, again, like, you guys are professional too, and you don't let just fucking hobos and, just jackasses on here, like, great people. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my God.
I'll ask
He's
him.
white, but you can totally bring him on.
Is he like a Bill King or like a Taylor Varela White?
No, not really. He's, who can we compare him to locally? I guess he's like his own person.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
would-
he's
I would know.
Chill
compare him.
guy, nice guy.
Really sweet, really
Talk
nice.
shit though, because I
Yeah.
like people talk shit.
yeah. He
Oh, yeah,
just
dude.
did a show with George Red Speaks and
Oh, I love Georgie Porgy
you guys had
Pudding
Sean K
Pie.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean K. Yeah, it was Sean K and George Red Speaks. I think they were doing it together. It was called the Red Tape Show at Comedy Arena, and it was all offensive and like shit like that. So like he's cool, but he knows how to like keep it professional and shit like that.
Dang.
Yeah, sorry. He's a fucking great dude. Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Oh man, we should have him on. You think he'll come on?
Yeah, I can
No,
ask
I
him.
want to meet him.
I'll probably find him at Canucks tomorrow if he's out there.
I'm not sure. He doesn't host it anymore.
No.
No, it's Benjamin.
Yeah, but then is Ben back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because he wasn't hosting it for like a little while.
Yeah, that's why Noah was doing it, but I don't think. It's Ben the Man and somebody else tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool. He does Reno's and cheapsteaks too. So, well, not Reno's.
No.
Anthony does Reno's.
Yeah, Anthony does Reno's.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Noah is at Cheapsteaks anymore.
No.
No, he
losing
whenever last week he did the Swimming with Sharks open mic at DCC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't go out at all last week. I should have.
Dallas Comedy Club.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Noah's a cool dude though. Like I didn't even sign up for that for the show. I just went to Cheapsteaks and I was like, "Hey, dude, I know it's like a lot of people. If anybody drops out, let me know." And then like not even 30 minutes later, he came up to me and was like, "Hey, Ricky, if you want to come on, like you can come on." I was like the second to last person at Reno's, but it was still cool.
The way he does his mics is he'll put names into this like little.
It's like a wheel, but it's like
Yeah.
on this computer.
You just
Oh,
type
wow.
names, skip names, and then it adds it to this Wheel of Fortune kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it randomly lottery picks like the person. So it's a pretty cool idea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about that is just that I got to work early at 6 a.m. If I didn't
shit.
have a fucking job, then yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd be there until like 2 a.m. waiting for my shit. But
That's how long it goes? Is this the one that we were talking about last time?
nah, probably. I think I mentioned it.
Is there another? There has to be, right? Because there's not anybody else that does the wheel thingy.
No,
I think
as
I
far as
probably
like
did talk
picking
about
people,
it.
yeah.
I think I probably did talk about
so I
it.
think we were talking about that. Wow.
The only
It
other
goes that late.
I don't know if it goes that late. I'm just saying that if I didn't have a job, I would stay
Oh,
that late
you would
because
stay
I
that late.
wouldn't give a shit.
Damn.
It usually starts at like 9:30,
Yeah,
That is a
sometime-
later one then, right?
his stuff does go a little later.
like
Even-
11:30, 12 sometimes, maybe even a little bit longer after that.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why we were
depending on how
talking
many
about
people
it.
come on. The one I was telling you that goes on really long is Hyenas.
Oh yeah.
That's
that
the
one
one.
takes forever.
Yeah.
Sometimes like
And then you
you'll
get
be
moved
there at,
around on the
like,
list and shit.
Yeah, like 1:00 in the morning, doing a set to like 4 people.
The
But
four
like it's
people that
awesome
are waiting
because
to
like
go
you
on.
still get like the experience of being up on that stage, especially there because those fucking lights are like right in your face,
Yeah.
and it's just like a deterrent sometimes.
So you like it's good to get used to that stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Just
It's
so
good to know
that
the
way whenever
people,
you
too.
get to that moment, like in a real show, like you're prepared mentally and all that stuff.
Yeah. Dang. There's this saying that people have to get to a certain amount of hours. What is it?
10,000.
10,000. How many hours do you think you've done?
Of all stage time,
Yeah.
Not even really like stage time. It's just this thing of like it takes 10,000 hours to master something.
Yeah.
But that's just like it's just a saying. Like basically you have to work at something to get good at it.
10,000
then I don't
But
know what
It's not a
what,
real. It's not like a
what would-
real quantifiable number.
If it's just fucking stage time, then no, I'm nowhere near 10,000 hours.
How much do you think you have in your belt?
I mean, that's if you want to include like open mics.
I think yeah, because it's whatever it is that you're working towards the goal.
But it's
of
not
the
just the open
10,000.
mics. It's also the writing and
Yeah.
the editing of your own set. So
Yeah,
that
with that factored in, Still have no idea. Yeah, no. I'm bad at math.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. We're all bad at math. It's not our fault.
I don't know. Like, so you've been at it for like a year?
I started January 6th of last year.
Nice.
And
on the anniversary. Sweet.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I said on the anniversary of because
January agreeing to everything. I'm drunk.
January 6th is the anniversary of the insurrection.
Yes. And then like, just the other day was the anniversary of my first club performance with Noah. Mm-hmm. Well, first ever, but like it was because of him. Like my first show there at a comedy club.
So what made you want to get in comedy?
Just ever since I was like little, man. Like fucking Seinfeld was like my first inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like the first thing I started watching besides like cartoons when I was a kid. Just because it was on all the time and stuff like that, and I was like, this is cool, this is fun. And I want to say like around 2017 is when I started writing, and I didn't do my first mic until last year.
Yeah.
So like I was writing for a long time before I even got up there. But I mean, I've known ever since like fucking like 10 that I wanted to do it.
Like stand up or
Yeah.
just be funny?
No, just stand up specifically.
Oh shit.
Just because it was so different than like, like music, there's either like one rapper screaming in there or there's like a bunch of people like playing music or whatever, but it's just one person, one voice, one mic, and everyone still is like, zoned in on you. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about like the like, hey, look at me, like please, look at me, like that kind of thing. It was more like it's respectable. It's just it just seemed really like fun to do.
Yeah.
I kind of like that aspect of it too, of like it's just you up there.
Yeah.
You're the one that writes everything. You're the one that edits everything. You're the one that performs everything. It's just all you. Obviously, if you have like a special or something, there's producers and shit that are putting it all together and promoters and all that. But for the most part, the actual artistry of it is just you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I went on a tangent with your question. What was your original question?
No, just what, like, how you got into it. What made you want to get into it?
Well, like the moment that led me to like, my first mic was just, I was like, damn it. Like, I really want to kill myself.
Really?
Yeah. Which isn't, I guess, like, it really wasn't like uncommon after telling other people, like, I met other people who literally said the other same thing. And it said that they saved them. And I felt the same way. Mm-hmm. I was like, if I'm really going to fucking kill myself, let me go try this. And like, if I'm good, like, maybe I'll stick around for a little bit longer, which sounds morbid, but like, that was my mentality.
At the moment, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's real. It comes from a real place of like, oh shit, if I didn't try this, then fucking the next day I wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm.
And then do you think that's what it was? Like that comedy brought you back?
Either that or Jesus.
Let's go with comedy.
Yeah.
No, it was Jesus. Jesus is responsible for all things.
Yeah, I went to my first white funeral the other day, and it was fucking crazy. Every funeral I'd ever been to before that was like for, a Mexican or Latino. And there was just so many fucking differences, man.
What was
so many differences. It was just everything. Like there was no mariachi band. Like you're used to hearing like the mariachi band and just like
they didn't have a playlist of the person's favorite music going.
No fucking little cousin like doing like a ridiculous like poem like that had nothing to do with the
no airbrush t-shirts.
Yeah. And none of that. Fucking no. There was not even any old people crying. Like usually old your tias and like grandma and your mom died crying. Like nobody cried for this dude. It was brutal.
Yeah,
it's insane.
We went to a white funeral once. Remember?
Who?
Chrissy's grandma or something. Grandpa and grandpa.
We went.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
No.
I remember. I was like in high school.
That's my best friend in elementary school. He remembers her grandma's funeral.
I only remember because I fell asleep like during the funeral.
I did that once.
Yeah, but
I went to an Asian funeral.
Maybe that was it. No, that wasn't it.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, not at all. I'm like trying to dig it up in my mind and I can't. It's not coming out.
It was just like a bunch of white people.
You blocked it out because it wasn't as fun.
I guess so.
It wasn't a party.
I am all about fun.
Yeah, I want to have a party for my funeral, but like I don't want. I want it to be open casket, but also like everybody can take me out of it and be like Ricky.
Open casket, open bar.
Yeah.
Love that. I want to be sitting on a throne, like looking.
There are people that do that. There's this weird thing of like they like it was like a video of somebody. The dude died, I think, on a motorcycle. So they had him propped up on his motorcycle because it was like the thing that he loved to do the most and the thing that eventually killed him.
That is
awesome.
Insane.
Right?
I saw the same video like that, but they had him like suspended in the air.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it was an what is it called?
Embalmment.
He was embalmed, but he was just like, and he had like fresh Jordans on, and he had like he had a fucking blunt in his mouth, and he was either sitting on the thing, and then at some point they put him in the sky.
Yeah, because he was ascending.
It was like, I want that.
Nah.
They sent him like into space. Like that was his.
No, it's a heaven.
No, like he was suspended on like the roof of the
Fucking
of the event or the venue or whatever.
Yeah. Hunter S. Thompson, the writer, he had his ashes, or no, he had his body shot out of a cannon when he died. It was
Liar.
sick. Swear to God, dude.
What?
where he landed was just where they just left him.
Yeah.
Sick.
Swear to God, dude.
I don't think anyone can top.
You know who did it?
What?
You know who did it? Who lit the thing? Johnny Depp.
Shut up.
Swear to God, dude. Because Johnny Depp played him in Fear and Loathing, and then also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they were really close friends.
That's insane.
Yeah.
This is not true.
I swear to God, it might not be true, but it's a story, and I like to believe it's true. I like to believe that. I like to believe Johnny Depp launched Hunter S. Thompson's dead body in a cannon.
Have you seen Johnny Depp lately?
Yeah.
Pictures recently came out of Johnny Depp's teeth, and they're like rotting away.
His teeth have been like that for a while.
Yeah, but I guess they just made it like a big deal recently. But you could see like they're grinded all the way like to nubs, and they're brown on the inside. It was insane.
Yeah, because all he does is like drink and smoke.
Yeah,
Just parties.
He's got money. He can take care of that shit.
Yeah, he just doesn't.
Fake teeth.
What if Amber Heard was right the whole time?
It's like Owen Wilson and not getting the nose fixed. Like, he's got the money to fix his nose, but that's his fucking trademark.
Broken nose.
My best friend played on the soccer team with the dad that did that to Owen Wilson.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, that he wasn't born that way?
No.
Oh.
No, it was broken.
Oh, I didn't know
Twice,
that.
I think.
Yeah, at least one of the times that his nose was fucked up. My best friend played on the team, and his teammate's dad did that to him.
What was that story?
Well, he's from Texas, Owen Wilson.
No, but like,
I don't know. I think he was at a bar talking shit when they were like young, before he was an actor, and then he just
Okay.
clocked them.
clocked
Right
the
on.
shit out of him. Yeah, it was he broke his nose like twice.
Yeah, that's a cool thing for the dad of the player. You
To
know,
claim
just like,
it.
every time he sees Marley and me, like I did that shit.
Damn, poor guy.
Yeah, it's weird. You can live with the broken nose. Like I know people that have broken noses, and it's like, yeah, I can't really breathe, but
And they never fixed them, or they fixed them and then
just 10 years older brother's nose is broken.
really?
Yeah,
And he can't breathe?
he can breathe out of it, but not correctly.
Yeah.
Insane.
I imagine he's got like apnea or some shit like that.
I think so.
I breathe through my nose when I sleep. I could never.
Yeah. There's this big thing going on of like people putting tape on their mouths whenever they go to sleep because you're supposed to only breathe through your nose.
Yeah,
Like
because
when
there's
you're
a
asleep.
filter there.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, you're supposed to breathe through your nose because there's a filter in your nose that filters out all the nasty junk.
Mm.
And if you breathe through your mouth, that's like nothing but bacteria. There's no filter there.
I've woken up a couple times with my throat like really dry because I'm just fucking mouth breathing.
And then like your jaw, they say that mouth breathers, their face changes, like the shape of the face. If you only breathe through your nose, you look like a completely different person. Because it's like, so like I guess your bones get used to it or grow. I don't know, but they're like, it's a completely different face.
Well,
Yeah, love to talk about faces.
Yeah. It's fucking weird, dude. It's weird like everything is connected. Like, if you have bad teeth, like it's connected to heart disease and shit.
this whole thing feels like a stoner conversation, but like we're not smoking.
Everything's fucking connected.
I love that
bro.
it feels that way for you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want this podcast to be.
Right on.
That would be the description.
Yeah.
We sound high, but we're not high.
Well, we're on the subject of drugs. What drugs have you guys tried?
Oh my God. Did you go to school here in Dallas? Middle school?
No, I'm originally from South Texas.
Did y'all have cheese?
Oh, I didn't know about cheese until I moved up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was until I moved up here. But that was your shit or what? Right on. I don't know what it is, but I just know that it was something that was
It was heroin mixed with Tylenol pills.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say was
Why
bad.
was it called cheese though? I never
Because it
understood
was
that.
like brownish yellow.
Oh yeah. I got caught. Our parents caught me with it.
Really?
Yeah. But I only did it like twice. And even then I didn't feel anything. But yeah, I had it like, you know how cell phones, the little brick cell phones from back in the day? Because we're the same age. It had a case on it and the little bag was behind the
yeah.
case. And I got so much shit for it. I still remember. I remember that whole, because I wasn't like high. I remember that whole conversation. My dad wasn't home yet, and my mom called my dad and was like, "I just found this powder in Adriana's phone." And then he was like, was giving her instructions on how to check if it was Coke. So he was like,
shit.
"Dip your nail into the bag and then taste it, and if your tongue goes numb, then it's Coke." And it wasn't that. Like, she didn't feel anything numb. So she's like, "Well, it's not Coke." And he goes, "Well, I don't know what the fuck it is." It was like sweeping the nation here in Dallas.
Not the nation.
Cheese or whatever.
It was sweeping 4 schools.
It was sweeping 4 schools. Yeah.
It was really big in Mesquite too.
Was it?
Yeah, apparently.
shit.
I read an article about it because I wanted to see like how many people like actually died from it. Our old middle school was cited on there because we lost like 5 people, maybe more.
Yeah.
Or at least like 1 year, it was like 4 kids that got taken out.
Yeah.
I think it was like year class.
It was, yeah.
And then Mesquite and I think Garland.
Munchies is my age. I think. I wonder if I don't remember.
I think he. No, because I think I brought it up on their podcast, on Munchie and Dante's podcast,
Yeah.
and I don't think he knew what it
No,
was.
I guess. Well, he moved around a lot.
Yeah. He was.
Wow.
Munchies.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I didn't know about that shit until like I first moved up here. But down there, I mean, like they're still fucking addicted to drugs and shit like that. They got a lot. But at the time,
What were you like in the valley?
no, Victoria.
Victoria.
That's where I'm from.
Nah.
Is it anywhere near Eagle Pass?
No,
Okay, never mind.
it's
all I
more
know.
closer to Houston and San Antonio.
Okay.
Down there, it's like in the middle of all that.
Yeah.
But it was Xanax. That was really big down there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kids who were just getting access to it and just fucking being zonked out, like especially during class. So it got so bad to the point where like the school would send anyone who was like caught like sleeping on their desk to the front office to see if they were on Xanax.
That was the same thing with cheese because cheese also
Yeah, it
made you sleepy.
lethargic.
So
Oh, okay.
they trained the teachers to be like, if there's any student in your class that's falling asleep, like
Yeah.
Cinema.
if they just straight up can't stay awake, then they're on fucking cheese.
They gave a special pass to the people who were like in athletics, in the gym and shit like that, because like they know that sometimes
They're
would
working
come
out
back
and
from,
tired.
still,
Yep.
but there would
Oh, okay.
still be.
I
Fucking,
thought you were saying they give him a special pass to use it.
No, like if they were asleep on their desk, like, oh yeah, that guy just came back from a basketball game or whatever.
Yeah.
But like honestly, a lot of them were still fucking on Xanax.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to do it in high school. I did it like the second, basically almost my whole senior year. But I had like the bar, and then I would break it up in 4s. That's what I would do, and then just take it throughout the day.
Did you?
What?
You did that?
Oh no, not until I was way older.
Oh, okay.
The first time I ever tried Xanax, it wasn't even like the regular shit that you can get. That fat bitch that I was telling you about, the fat model. She was really into drugs, and she would get it was called alprazolam powder from the Silk Road.
What the
What's
fuck?
the
Oh
Silk
shit!
Road?
It was like an online drug trade kind of thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It was Bitcoin driven. You had to like use Bitcoin in order to pay for shit like that. But
Oh.
Yeah, this is like back in the day. Like I think it started like in 2010.
yeah, it
somewhere
was
around there.
like 2014 to like 2017 when I knew her. So like
Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah. They
but
shut
yeah,
it down.
It was pretty good shit. Like you can get almost anything you fucking wanted, like delivered right to your fucking door. You just had to be careful about like, you know, where you had it delivered to.
You also had to be careful who you got it from because there was a lot of people that were on there just like, hey, got Xanax or got ecstasy, $50 a pill or whatever the fuck it was, and then you send the money and you never fucking get anything.
Well, yeah.
This powder is what the main ingredient in Xanax is. So it was like the dabs of fucking like you know fucking Xanax. So like it was very easy to like you know do too much or whatever. So you had to use a milligram scale, like the one that with like a little fucking
for baking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people would buy that and then they'd press their own Xanax pills and then sell them.
But it was pure.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then also like, you know, a pharmacist is like measuring that shit out, but they're just like, I'm just going to make an entire pill, not cut it with anything. And then people are going to die at raves.
She was into that shit. And I just decided to try it one day. And like, I just remember it was like I was fucking wasted. Like I was drunk. Like that.
Really?
Yeah, like, and I remember like pissing my pants, like walking to the fucking faucet to get some water, and you know it was just like almost completely out of my control.
That's insane.
There was like one moment walking to the sink where I was like, "Oh, I gotta piss. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Too late." It was weird.
That's insane.
I liked it, but it was weird.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, but then like at a certain point, if you take too much and you don't OD, like you black out, but you're still awake, like you're still moving.
And apparently, like you do stupid shit.
Oh yeah,
very stupid shit. Like fucking stab family members or fucking start fights. Or for me, it was like the last time I did it, like I was staying with my mom. I love you, Mom. I was staying with my mom, and apparently I left the front door open and the key in the ignition, like with the car door open. Like I guess like I
do that all the time. I'm not on drugs.
Yeah.
She did that shit to my car last week.
For fun?
No.
Or not last week, the week
Sibling
before.
Prank?
No, it's because her car's pushed to start and mine isn't. And we had our guest here and I was like, here, take my car and go get drinks. They went to go get drinks and then she left the key on. We did a podcast for 2 hours. And then when I was trying to leave, like we were all trying to leave. I think we were going to go to Tony's podcast out in
Oh, yeah, Sulphur.
Yeah.
So we were going to go do that. And I was like, where the fuck are my keys? Like, you didn't give them to me. And then I walk out to my car and it's fucking on.
Shit, dude.
Doors open.
I did that one time at work for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Left my car.
Just left her fucking car.
The Stephen Hawking thing is making more sense now.
Yeah, dude. I was so fucking pissed.
I'm fun.
Yeah, that's whenever my mom decided I can't stay there anymore.
Oof.
Yeah.
I should have decided that you can't come here anymore.
What? She was like, you're not gonna live in my house anymore? Oh, fuck.
I hadn't moved out. Like when I moved out, it was with that fat bitch I keep talking about. My mom never expected me to like move out of the house. She was like, this fat fuck is gonna be here forever.
Damn.
You know, and whenever I met this like, you know, fucking beautiful, bald, fat pussy I fell in love with. It was amazing. Loved it. And then come back home for like a month. And my mom, like, she legit thought that I was like murdered.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she thought that I died or something like that.
Just didn't do anything
And she
about
tracked me down through my bank statements.
Nice.
I didn't realize that she had access to my bank account, and she saw that I was spending like $25 every other day at this fucking gordita place down the street. She's like, see, either someone's using his card or like, that's my son. You know?
That's funny. I have a similar story about that. When I had first started working, my mom got me a bank account with Wells Fargo, and then I didn't know that she could see anything.
Oh yeah.
So I used to smoke weed a lot, and every paycheck that I would get, I would immediately take out like $40 to buy weed, and then go to IHOP. So one day, me and one of our cousins, my mom and our cousin's mom, we all went to go get food, and our cousin had started working too, so she goes, yeah, do you ever look at their bank statements? Like our mom was telling them, and I was in my head, I was like, my mom doesn't look at my shit. And she's like, yeah, it's crazy, every time he gets paid $40 and then goes to IHOP. And then she's like, why do you always have $40 on you? I was like, oh, it's because so that I can tip, you know, like I like having cash on me.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
She didn't find that I smoked weed until I got arrested.
Until he got caught with it and went to jail.
Until I got arrested.
I got caught several times throughout my life.
Yeah.
This one's
No, but like it was a big deal because Ricky in our family is like the precious baby boy. Like, nobody can believe he's a stand-up comic. Like, no one even has heard him say a full sentence in like decades. So
Like,
when
you play shy or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a shy boy.
he's a shy
Bashful?
boy.
Yeah.
Baby bash.
Baby bash. Oh, dude. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna get a baby bash tattoo.
Yeah, fluff your hair up a little bit. You look
Yeah,
like
yeah.
him. Yeah. Well, no, he's a little bit lighter skin.
Yeah. I thought of a tattoo that I was gonna get. You ever see that video of George Bush when he's like on the golf course and he's talking about like invading Iraq or like getting out of Iraq potentially? It was when he was president. He's talking about something like super serious and he's like, "We will find Al Qaeda." Now watch this drive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember that. Pups.
Molly, what are you doing? Stop that. Get out of here.
What are we talking about?
I did not want to show my daughters on camera.
Yeah, no one can believe Ricky was like a stand-up. Even me, even that's what I'm saying. Like, even my mom, like when she was devastated when Ricky went to jail for weed.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say when I did stand up. I was like, is she devastated?
No.
Yeah. It took a left turn. I thought you were gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. The only 2 times in my life that I've actually like, well, no, but like when I got arrested, my mom didn't talk to me for like 2 months. The only other time she didn't talk to me was when I had gotten caught skipping at school, and it wasn't even that big of a deal.
No, yeah, but because that's no one would expect that from Rick, you
Yeah.
know?
I'm a sneaky boy.
No, you're just a little fake biatch.
I'm a sneaky boy.
You're so beautiful, Molly.
Yeah. So you've been arrested. Mm-hmm. Have you been arrested?
Yes, I've gone to jail
I've
twice.
been arrested too. Yeah.
Really?
Club. Oh yeah, man.
Nice. What did you get arrested for? Mine was nothing bad.
That's what they all say.
No, it wasn't drugs. What was it for
weed's
you?
not-
Damn, that was a wicked burn right there. That was great.
What
Weed's
was it
not
for
a
you?
drug.
I don't know. Like I don't know how to like explain it. Like the first time I got technically arrested, I didn't go to jail. I woke up like fucking handcuffed to a hospital bed. 'Cause apparently, like I refused something. Like I refused
Like a breathalyzer?
yeah, I think that's what it was. Because I got what happened is I Prazolam powder. Yeah, yeah, they got me in trouble, and like I
Because
just
you blacked out and you did some crazy stuff?
no, not blacked out. Like God damn it, feels weird. I don't know if I'm incriminating myself saying this shit.
How long ago was it?
It was a while back.
More than 7 years?
I started driving.
What?
Wait, hang on.
Allegedly.
Let me think about
Allegedly.
this before. Yes, it's been over 7 years. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
think it's
allegedly
like-
driving after that shit. You know, the
Allegedly.
fucking allegedly the Xanax powder, that shit. And I just for whatever reason I thought it was a good idea to drive. And the next thing I know, like I am heading towards a barrier underneath 75, and my steering wheel had locked up, and my brakes weren't working. So like I had to like basically brace for impact, and I hit the wall. And then the next thing I remember was cops pulling me out of the window, and I fell like on all this glass. And they were like, I remember them laughing, and they were like, like what the fuck?
assholes.
Like, yeah, they were being total dicks. Like they threw me. There was an area where there wasn't glass, like by there. That I remember that, but they threw me onto the glass, and I remember
What? Because they thought you were
Fucking
drunk?
dickhead.
yeah, they thought that I was drunk.
Oh, okay.
But I kept arguing. No, I wasn't, because like in my mind, I'm like, I'm fucking zanned out, bro. I'm not drunk. But
Hard out.
Allegedly.
I guess- allegedly. Thank you. I just remember in the moments of before, like after like impact, and then before the cops got there, I remembered I had weed on me. So I put my weed like in my ass. I was like, my ass is huge. If you couldn't tell, like you saw, like this thing is monstrous. It's gigantic, biggest ass you ever been around. But yeah, I put my weed in my ass, and I was like, okay, I'm good. And they threw me out on the fucking on the glass on the floor. So I was like slowly getting up, and like I remember a cop saying, "What is this?" and then pulled my fucking bag of weed out of my ass crack.
No way.
So they slapped that on me, and then I guess they took me to the hospital because I again refused the
Allegedly
shit.
refused,
Allegedly.
yeah. Wow.
And then I woke up handcuffed to the hospital bed, and then they gave me an Uber home.
So they
just took your weed and
Yeah,
and then you got a ticket or whatever.
yeah.
because
And
they
then,
couldn't. And then you never had to go to court for that.
well,
Or you got a
I
ticket?
never got any like papers or anything like in the mail or anything like that. But I remember being pulled over in Richardson like a couple months after that, and they arrested me for shit that was based off of that other thing.
Did you have like a warrant?
I don't remember. All I know is that that's what landed me in Lou Sterrett.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was in Lou Sterrett for like a day or two. You know, and that was why, because like they did that to me that the first time, but I never got any like mail or anything like that. So I was just cruising around like, you know, with this random shit attached to my name.
Oh my god.
That's basically the same reason that I got arrested.
Yeah.
Because like I got a ticket going down to Houston with a buddy of mine because we were smoking, and this was right when they had just changed the law to where like if you have less than an ounce of weed on you, like it's up to the police's like discretion whether or not they want to take you to jail. So the trooper ended up giving us both tickets, and it wasn't until like 4 months later that they sent us our paper and was like, "Hey, your court date's in December. You got to come down here." So we went down there. It was like fucking 2 weeks after that, and they told us that they were going to send us our paperwork to sign, and then once we sign it and get it back to the courthouse, we were going to be on 3 months probation. But if we didn't get that done within like 2 months of them sending us the paperwork or whatever, then we were going to have a warrant out for our arrest. They didn't send me the paper until like it was already 3 months past. Like, so I already was going to have a warrant by the time they sent me the paperwork.
Oh, okay.
She called me because I was living with them at the time. She called me. This was on Valentine's Day. And she's like, "Hey, this big envelope just came for you. Like, what the fuck is this?" And I was like, "It's a thing. I'm going to take care of it. Don't let mom see it." And so then the next day, I called the PO and she was like, "You're going to have a warrant out for your arrest." I was like, "This just got here yesterday and I had to call y'all multiple times to even get my paperwork. Like, why the fuck do I have a warrant?" That's how the system works. Like, all right, fuck you. So then I go and visit my girlfriend in her car that had warrants on it itself. No tags, no fucking nothing. No
First of all, you
registration,
shouldn't have been driving in the first place.
no insurance. Bitch, you drove that fucking car every day.
I didn't get arrested.
I was driving to my girlfriend's
Gotta use
job.
the back streets, man.
I did. I was driving to my girlfriend's job in Irving to go hang out with her. This was like a month after we had started dating. And then I get pulled over in the parking lot of her job.
Oh, almost made it.
Yeah, I was right there. And then she tells this story of like, "Oh yeah, I saw this person getting arrested." And then I laughed because he was getting arrested. She didn't even know it was me. So yeah, then they took me in, and it was just because it was only because they had barely sent me my shit. And I tried to explain that to the cop, like, "Hey, they just sent me my shit like yesterday." And I was literally on my way to go get it done.
Yeah, they immediately see
They
that as a
don't even
lie.
care.
Yeah. It was the truth. And he's like, I even told him, I was like, "Can I explain to you like why I have this warrant?" And he's like, "Yeah, you can explain, but I'm still going to arrest you."
He's gonna.
And I was like, "Fuck." Yeah, dude. And then my girlfriend waited for me.
Were you scared? Were you in jail?
Nah, I wasn't scared. It was Irving. So I was just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, mine was Farmers Branch, so it was like, eh.
I wasn't scared of like being in jail. I was just like, fuck, mom's going to be pissed.
I've been arrested in Irving, Richardson, Plano, and there's another one I can't remember.
Jesus. For what?
It was all dumb shit. A couple of them was like rolling past the stop sign, and I just forgot to pay or some shit like that. You know, it's always
Turned into
been
a
like,
warrant.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's always been.
One of mine was, it turned into a warrant and I forgot to pay. I have a ticket allegedly right now in New Braunfels, allegedly. But it was because we were there in a girls' trip and we didn't know where to park, so I just parked
I forgot about
anywhere.
Schlitterbahn?
It was a tube river thing,
Oh, okay.
and we
Isn't that
got
Schlitterbahn?
there.
You mean like pool or like river,
No,
like lake?
river.
Shit? Okay, then probably not.
No,
Oh, no, Schlitterbahn is the water park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said tube, I thought maybe it was Schlitterbahn, but
no, it was like fucking rocks
Lazy
and
River?
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're, like,
lazy river.
floating
There
the
you go.
river.
Yeah, and I haven't gone to take care of it. So my truck right now, my van has a ticket for bad parking.
I'm never driving your car.
Yeah, I'm
Not
never
about to
driving
fucking get
that
arrested again for
ever,
your bitch
dude.
ass.
Oh, Carrollton is the where I got it. You just reminded me. Because we had a fucking a PT Cruiser, and I guess again, like it always goes back to that fat bitch, man. She's older than me, so she knew better. Like we were rolling around in that car like without any insurance, and I didn't fucking know how bad that shit was. And I got pulled over in Carrollton, and they were like, "You don't have insurance or whatever. Sign this," and then they arrested me. And then that whole thing, like being arrested and taken in for driving without insurance, I didn't even know that was a fucking thing.
Yeah.
But like that carries on with you afterwards. Like if you want to have it removed or have something like to do with it, like you have to provide 2 years of insurance.
Having had
Like
it for
constant
2
insurance,
years.
yeah.
But I tried telling them, I was like, I haven't had a car this whole fucking time. That wasn't my car. That was my girlfriend's car. Like, and they're just like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. So
Come back when you have 2 years under your belt.
it's just
However
like,
long.
fuck the poor people, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And then that raises your insurance rates too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Do you have a car now? Well, how's your insurance?
My mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's she's got pretty good insurance because she's old as shit. So.
Yeah.
You had said you have another brother.
2 brothers.
2 brothers.
Yeah. One is 21 and the other is, I think he's like 12 or 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's little.
No, this is a big motherfucker.
Is he really tall?
He's fat. Yeah.
He's a big
And he's
12-year-old.
big too. Yeah, he's tall.
Jesus.
I'm a little worried about him though, man.
Why?
Like he hits the animals.
What?
Like, he hits the animals. It gives me off like Dahmer vibes, bro.
Oh, shit.
No.
Yeah. I hope my brother doesn't fucking kill anybody. But I remember I was there with
12?
my mom on her 12 or 13. Like I'm pretty sure like that's his age.
No.
I was staying at my mom's ranch, and my mom told him to go feed the pig, and I went with him, and this motherfucker was just throwing the food on top of the pig. It was just not just that, but like other shit. Like he would just fucking like fuck with the little dog, like the little dogs, like come like torture the damn thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
And it
God.
just gives me fucking, like I said, the straight up like Dahmer vibes.
Jesus.
I hate saying that about my little brother, but his dad is fucking nuts too. So
Oof.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to shame him out of that and be like, don't fucking do that, dude. That's
Yeah.
wrong. That's bad.
Yeah.
No. Bad touch.
Dealing with something like that, I think, is like removing them. You have to while they're young enough, remove them
like kill
from
'em?
no, like
Society?
No, put them in another environment.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like put a stop to it if you can, because there's other people that are just psychotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, one of our neighbors when we were younger, I saw him kill a cat.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes
You know.
cats deserve it though.
You know who? When we were really young. Yeah. Saw him kill a cat, dude. Yeah.
Nah, but he's too dumb to be a killer. I thought I saw him the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have this, so her best friend when we were growing up, her little brother was like a year younger than me. So we would hang out. And then one day I like peeked over the fence and I saw him like straight, like he was just by himself in his backyard. And then
was
he
a
was
kid?
just, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like 6 maybe.
He's younger than you, right?
Yeah, I think he's like a year younger than me or something. But I like poked over and then he was just like, ah. And then I heard a snap and then I never talked to him.
What's he doing now?
I've seen him.
We've seen. Okay, so the kid that he's talking about, his sister was my best friend. Something went on in that household. I'm so sorry if you watch this and you know who I'm talking about, but something went on in that household that fucked both of them up because she got pregnant in middle school and then she turned into, I don't know if this is correct, I want to say crack addict, but I don't know. Like
Some type of a drug
drugs
addict.
and in the streets. And then like him too,
Mm-hmm.
in and out of jail.
Yeah. I saw him once when I was like in 6th grade. We went to Jack in the Box and he walked in. He was younger than me. He was like 12
We
years.
both saw him
Yeah.
that day, right?
Yeah, he was probably like 12 years old. He walked in talking on a cell phone, smoking a cigarette. Like 12 years old.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
And like I think at that point he was already like selling. And then the next time I saw him I was like 20, so he would have been like 19. And it was a party that I just randomly went to. And he just happened to be there and he goes, "Did you used to live on this street?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, dude, it's me. It's fucking whatever. And I was like, oh shit, dude, I haven't seen you forever. How you been? He's like, great, dude. I just got out of jail. And like I took a better look at him. I was kind of high. I took a better look at him, and he was wearing just like big jeans and like a wife beater. He was all jacked, and he had like a bunch of prison tattoos. I was like, "Oh shit, what happened?" And he ended up telling me, he was like, "Yeah, I got in trouble because my meth house blew up or some shit." And I was like, "Oh
shit.
fuck!" I was like, "Yeah, they caught me for distributing. I was supposed to do 20 years, but I got it on 2.5 or whatever." And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Okay,
damn.
so I think it was in high school, our senior year. I ran into his sister.
It was right after.
It was right after that.
Yeah.
We I let her come over. She had kids already at this point, and my mom, like, you know, grown-ups know they've been through this shit, so they know what's up.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you're talking about the first time that you saw her afterwards.
probably the
Okay,
first
yeah, because I'm thinking about the time we saw her on the street.
Oh no.
Okay, go ahead.
She had, like, you know how drug addicts will pick their skin and stuff, and you know,
Like scab
Yeah,
marks.
that's right. This is amazing. Like, I'm gonna show this to my girlfriend because my girlfriend fucking does the same shit. But she's
Really?
not, you know, she's not
Yeah.
a druggie. Like, she just, I don't
That
know
is a
why.
giveaway.
She has control issue. Yeah.
that is a
And
giveaway.
I tried telling her, I was like, sometimes, like, you know, people ask me, like, if she's like, and I was like, try to tell her that. And again, like, emotionally damaged fat white women are my thing.
Nice.
So I brought it into my own world, but like, you know, I can't tell her these things because she'll start fucking crying.
Oh
But
no!
I'm not gonna show her this shit, and so that way she knows it's not fucking bullshit.
But that's also like an
they will
anxiety
fucking
tick,
sit
though.
there,
Yeah.
and fucking
Because like
pick
people
their
do it with
skin.
like biting your nails is a thing, and then
She's-
also people like
She's
I have a
just
friend
so
that does
fucking
that.
worried about what people think about her, and I just don't want her to like be in because she likes coming around to my comedy and stuff like that. And I don't want someone
Yeah.
being drunk and like saying something stupid about
Yeah.
it. 'cause- Yeah.
I don't know, because it's an anxiety thing now too, and
Yeah.
so people know. People are more aware of like mental stuff now, especially. So I don't think they would say anything.
Yeah, but there's a
But-
lot of dumb drunk people that'll be like,
That's
"Hey,
true.
what's up?
Yeah.
You holding?"
Yeah.
She's always worried about her fucking mentality because I fuck it enough with my own.
Yeah, and I brought it to the house, and my mom was like, "Why did you bring this like drug addict to
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
house?"
You were also like 15 or 16.
I was young. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, you know,
Yeah. I just remember I was like chilling in my room, and then we got into an argument for some reason. And then she came out of the room and was like, "Oh my God, y'all haven't changed that on." And I was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh shit, what the fuck?" Like, I could tell she was fucked up. And I was like 13.
that's drugs for us.
Yeah.
Our dad used to tell us to try the drugs.
Oh,
Try
shit.
all the drugs.
Yeah.
Party.
That was our drug conversation where it was like a bunch of parents are like, "Never do drugs, don't touch it." He was just kind of like, "You can try weed and
Try
coke,
it.
you know?"
Try it.
And then she took that to heart and brought home fucking heroin.
Cheese.
Jeez, yeah, dude.
And I was just kind of like, I just don't want to do it.
Well, I mean, thankfully you guys survived.
Yeah.
Normally, like that kind of like environment like leads you down a bad path.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
think
just,
it's
like,
also due to our mom.
Looked at it and then turned back a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got like a weird balance of like our mom was very much like, "Don't ever fucking do that." And then our dad behind the scenes was like, "I mean, you can fucking try coke
That's what happened
once."
with you.
Yeah. There was a reason he knew it would turn your tongue numb.
Yeah, for real. No, I mean, how was your like life growing up with your parents? Like, did y'all go on vacations or anything, or like?
Yeah, with my mom, yeah. My mom worked very hard her whole fucking life, and I didn't realize until recently like how big of a piece of shit my dad was. Like real fucking piece of shit. Which makes it easier with the whole like him not talking to me. I think I told you guys
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, this motherfucker, like my mom was already like stressed the fuck out enough. She had my younger my youngest, not my younger brother, the one who's 21 now. She had him. She was fucking struggling, and because my dad got custody of me, he was just very dependent on her child support. Because my dad was just the fucking, you know, he wasn't your the best dad, like as far as like money goes. But he was like literally hassling my mom and like taking her to court for like being an hour, like a day late on the fucking shit. Like, and then she's got my little brother there with him the whole time, with her the whole time.
Is that his son too?
No,
Oh,
that's why he didn't care, was because, you
Yeah.
know, shit like that. And that's just like, you know,
So he won custody and she had to pay him child support?
yeah.
Wow.
Whenever
Never hear that.
my parents split up, it was like when I was like 5, and I stayed with my mom, and then I moved with my dad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I moved with my dad when I was like maybe 10 or so. So that whole time that my mom had me and my dad was out of the picture, she didn't ask for child support. But as soon as my fucking dad like found out that he was in line for custody of me, like the first thing he brought up was child support.
Yeah.
And
What
like
the
that's just
fuck?
it's usually like the woman that's doing that shit and like
Yeah, it's always the other way around.
yeah, and I didn't know about so much of this shit about my dad until recently. So like,
Was it a thing of like your mom didn't want you to like change the way that you saw your dad, so
Yeah.
she never told you?
yeah,
Okay.
Damn, that's a real bitch right there.
Yeah. Our mom was the same way because our parents eventually ended up splitting up when we got older, and then like our mom was always very much like he's still your dad, like it's okay for like whatever our issues are, it doesn't involve the kids, blah blah blah. So like she never stopped us from like talking to him or seeing him, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
But damn.
I forgot why I brought that up.
because she asked.
Oh
yeah, like how your life
brought
was
up-
growing
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So you lived with your dad for how
Kind of like a
long?
fucked up life for a while.
Really?
Yeah. People wonder like why Greasy is the way he is. That's why. Yeah.
You saw that.
Crazy family.
Yeah. There's always a reason that people are the way they are.
It's
kinda-
always like your upbringing.
yeah.
It's always like however kids start off in life and whatever environment, that's where they're,
It's not even just like from when you're born. It's also like how
in the
you're.
womb.
Yeah. Like I was a very difficult pregnancy for my mom. Like she always says, like I was constantly sick. I was always in the hospital. I didn't work at all. With her, she was like super easy. So like I think that contributes a lot to like why I had anxiety for like a long time, or why like I was a very anxious person.
Yeah,
Because-
it's,
said that the cord was wrapped around my neck, and they had to give her a C-section to make sure I didn't die and shit.
And shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Always giving my mom shit.
For real. Yeah. Yeah, see and it's like it starts with conception, I think. Like as
Yep.
soon as
That's why you can't have
become-
abortion. No, I'm just kidding.
whatever. I think a lot of people
Life
should have been.
starts out.
Keep your laws off of my body, Ricky.
A lot of people should have been aborted, honestly.
I think like things started going in a very strange direction. I got taken advantage of sexually whenever I was a kid. One of my mom's partners, and she had no idea what the fuck was going on. Like but that's what ended up getting my dad like custody of me.
Oh shit.
So I finally
Really?
like spoke out about it. Like in I guess at some point.
And you were like
and-
really young when that happened?
Yeah, I think I was like it happened for like 2 years. I think.
Oh my
shit.
god.
And so it was like 2001 when my dad got custody of me. So I was 10. So it happened like before I was 10, but like whenever I turned 10 is whenever, 2001 is whenever I moved with my dad. So that's whenever things just started going a little fucking like crazy for me mentally. It was just weird.
Because you were already dealing with one trauma, then completely moved to
Yeah.
a different home and having to deal with other
now that I
shit.
think about it, like I didn't, my mom was just again like just working, always working. She didn't
Yeah.
know what was going on because when we would get out of school, it was like 3:30, and that's whenever she was doing her shift. She was like third shift, so it was like 3:30 to midnight. So I never really saw my mom during that time, like, because she was just grinding. She was fucking working.
Trying to support 2 kids.
And then my dad just tried to paint her as like a fucking like evil mother after what happened, like not knowing anything about
Yeah.
like the reality of it. So,
But
like,
he knew like what
yeah,
happened.
he was like called to the school whenever I guess I talked to somebody about it,
Oh.
and honestly, like that was the only fucking time like I've ever had my dad like interested, like completely interested in my life. I remember. Just like it was always just he's coming by, like that's fine. Like I remember like being in the fucking front room of my grandma's house when my dad was getting laid. Like he would have dates,
Yeah.
and because I don't know, sex addict maybe, I don't know.
Do you think
I
that,
think my dad is a huge dick. That's why he's dead. But
do you think that came from a place of like somebody hurt my child, like now I want to protect him, or it was like I got this fucking
It was an
bitch?
opportunity.
Yeah.
the child support.
It was an
You think
opportunity.
that's where it came
I
from?
know it
Okay.
was. After everything that I've learned about it, like, and my dad is like a very sad person. Like he was always looking for love, and my mom was sadly caught up in the middle of that. My mom didn't love my dad at all. So like, it was weird hearing all that shit from my mom, but she wanted me to understand everything. So
Yeah.
my dad was just desperately looking for someone to be with. And maybe that's an excuse for him, like, fucking people when he's supposed to be spending time with me. But like, you know, that's just another thing that adds into like, you know, why I'm so fucked up. But after just dealing with so much bullshit with my stepmom, the bitch that fucking fueled the whole thing of us not talking, basically. Yeah, fuck that fat bitch. I hate her so much. I hope they fucking see this one too, because I don't know if I said this on the other one. Like whenever I was living there, I just had so much hatred for her because she had very little respect for me. It was very obvious I was not welcome in that home.
How old were you at this point when you were feeling
Like
that
10?
way? When you were younger? Was it when you were
I
younger?
think I met her when I was first 11 or 12.
Okay.
So I was like a fucking prepubescent kid,
Yeah.
like 12, 13, you know, maybe 14 whenever I left or so. But like, you know, she's a grown-ass woman, like mentally battling a fucking kid.
Yeah.
You know, so it was very obvious that I was not
bitches
respected
like
by her.
that. That's insane.
So I would take her toothbrush and I would rub it on my taint.
Nice.
Yeah, they had it all in the fucking like in the.
Do they know this from the other podcast that you were telling her about?
No, I don't know. I don't know what it was that I can't remember what it was that I said on the first one.
Yeah.
It's probably just the fact that you were talking shit.
Yeah, I want to go back and research my own shit. You know? But yeah. I hope you're seeing this. Fucking yeah. Anyway,
Did she talk English?
Yeah. No, she's a fat white lady.
Nice.
Yeah.
A Karen. Oh my god!
Kind of. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah. She's
See,
more
'cause-
annoying because she's Irish though.
Ugh.
Like
Irish people are so
accent and
annoying.
everything, or just she's like Irish from here?
Just the fact that I know she's Irish.
Oh, okay.
I'm a stepmom. I have a stepson, and he came into our lives when he was 8, and that's like a whole nother story. But like, I could never imagine treating a kid that way, being a grown person. And I wasn't even that like.
You were like 20?
I was like 20 when he came into our lives.
She didn't like, I don't know, like I didn't really specify anything. It was all just like
Mind games. Yeah, like just being
She
mean.
never physically hurt me or anything like that, but it was.
But that's the same
worse
thing,
to
honestly.
me.
Yeah. Some people will
Because
see it
you
as
also can't
worse.
prove that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have bruises, like, yeah, obviously she's abusing them. But like,
Maybe she's a little smarter than I thought. God damn it, Ricky.
yeah, dude,
No,
because
she's
like,
a little more psychotic, is what it is.
It's more evil because like you can't just tell somebody like she's being really mean to me. It's like, oh, you're just being a sensitive little kid. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, she's
And
taking
already it's
care of
hard
you.
to have somebody believe you as a kid.
Yeah.
Especially when the other person is my dad, like, in love with this fucking lady.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, if he saw it or didn't want to believe it or whatever, but like, what led up to like me moving back up to Dallas with my mom, because by that time she was living up here, was I had to go to like a lawyer and or no, it was like a lawyer and get an affidavit signed, basically saying
How
that
old are
I
you?
want to free myself from my dad's.
You were emancipated?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
not
Not legally, but
to my,
like,
not like to myself or to the world, but to my mom, I guess.
because at that point you can choose
Yeah.
who you want to live with, right? At
How
that
old were you?
age.
I think I was like 16 when that happened.
Okay. Yeah, because you can get yourself emancipated at 16. But
I think it's like 14, 15 if you can prove that you can like take care of yourself. But I think, you like at that point you're able to choose. Like at 12, I think you're able to choose who you live with.
And that's whenever I learned about cheese.
because
Whenever I
that's when you
moved
came
to
up
Dallas,
here.
yeah.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah, like I would always like known like fucking pieces of shit and fucking people suck everywhere you go. But it was a little bit different in Dallas, man. Like I fucking remember like the conversations we'd have at school tables, like lunch tables and shit like that. It was not like the typical shit like I would hear at my fucking school. Like these
Really?
motherfuckers in Dallas are talking about getting a fucking tow truck and going around and picking up 350Zs and fucking stealing shit and talking about cheese.
I stole a couple
and,
cars. I stole a couple cars in middle school, allegedly.
allegedly.
And more
In middle school?
Yeah.
middle school.
I was talking about high school. Goddamn.
Oh, no.
I started drinking in middle school at 12.
I started smoking pot in middle school.
Fucking, I remember, I think I was like in 7th grade. There was this 8th grader that went to my school, and he would pull up every day in a Tahoe. And he would park like just across the street, and everybody fucking knew him. Like,
That's hilarious.
I was like, oh yeah, it's just fucking Ron or whatever the fuck his name was. Yeah, he's got a
Country
Tahoe.
boy?
Country
No.
boy.
No.
No, it was a Mexican dude. I just said Ron.
Wetback
It's
boy.
just some random name. But like, yeah, I remember he'd pull up in the Tahoe, and then like him and all of his friends would get in, like just driving around smoking weed. Motherfucker was like 13.
We would go on a lot of joyrides. It wasn't stealing because you put the car back, but we would
Yeah.
take it for a couple
Flipping
hours.
the blunt.
Whatever the fuck that means.
That's what they call it in the South.
What is it called?
Flipping the blunt.
Flipping a blunt.
Flipping a blunt?
Yeah, it's whenever you cruise a blunt, basically.
Oh, yeah, see? I did that. I got drunk all the time.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do anything in middle school. I was a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
I-
start smoking until I was like 16.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
got
for
offered a
me,
lot
it
of
was
drugs.
like 12, I think. 12 or 13.
Smoking. And you never stopped? You've never taken breaks?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't like a consistent stoner until like I was like 20 or so.
Oh, okay.
Like that's whenever I actually started like buying weed.
Yeah.
You know, like I had always just been around weed before then. And every now and then, if I had like $10 or so, I'd be like, hey, let me have some weed. But like being like a regular like smoker of weed probably didn't happen until like whenever I was in college.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Did you graduate from college?
No, I didn't finish because my my audio professor, like, really, I just had a fucked up life, man. Including my fucking my professors. I had a professor who just like fucking hated me. And I don't know why, but like he went out of his way to like dissuade me from like finishing school. Yeah, he was telling me that there was no way I could ever be an audio engineer because my I think it was like my left side of my mixes were always coming in significantly lower. And we figured out it's because I have hearing damage. And he was just basically like convincing me to give up. He was like, you need to do something else with your life. Like, this isn't for you. And I was just like, God damn, maybe this dude is right. And then I just stopped going to school.
Is that a thing that like that's not something that you can fix? Do you know?
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Like, I know you can have like your cochlea worked on and stuff like that, but like, I can't afford that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But there's definitely, after talking to a lot of people, there's definitely a lot of like audio engineers and mixers and stuff like that who already like, have hearing damage and had it and doesn't affect them. Like, they're just, but
So you could have stayed in school.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I could go back, but I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
No,
You
that's
could
fucked
have
up.
like definitely figured like some type of work around it.
Yeah.
Like who was it? It was either
I hate injustice. Like any sort of injustice or anytime I feel like somebody gets cheated in some way, it gets my blood boiling.
Yeah,
I get
hate that
so angry.
I was get fucked somehow. So sometimes in good ways, sometimes in bad ways.
Yeah, just I wanna slap the shit out of your stepmom.
Thank you.
I don't wanna slap the shit out of that professor.
Yeah. I think he might have died though. So
Well, good
professor.
riddance. I'm just kidding.
I don't remember any of my professors from college.
I did online school, so I don't know. I emailed one time. I went to college for like a semester. Not even then.
for what?
Just to do the basics.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I was like, you know what?
Really? Didn't you?
Yeah, I did. The first 3 classes I did, which is I shouldn't have done 3 classes. Like, if you were never good at school when you were had to be in school, you probably don't want to take on full courses in college.
Yeah, I did that shit.
I did too,
But I was actually okay in school.
and I fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a shitty ass student. I'm smart, but I'm more like street smart.
We need people like that though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need to flip the fries.
I thought you were gonna say flip the blunt. I was like, yeah, sure.
Or that.
Yeah,
Damn. Well, Greasy Gordo, I'm so sorry about your past.
Don't be.
You're on the better side though.
Yeah, it makes
You
us
overcame everything.
makes us who we are,
Yeah.
And honestly, like, like I don't really get to sit down and tell people all this shit, like, but no one fucking cares if like some dude got molested when he was a kid or if his parents split up or like, just it is what it is.
It's your story.
And that's the whole, I mean, the only reason why I got into comedy was because, again, like, it's something I was thinking about for a very long time. And because of the whole, like, suicide thing, which is all, like,
Which
fucked up.
now we kind of understand why you were there.
Mm-hmm.
And if, I don't know how long you've been aware of, like, my thing on Dallas comedy, but, like, I completely, like, almost blacklisted myself and, like, became unworkable and unbookable because of doing strictly offensive shit, like shit I should have not been saying and stuff like that, just right in my first year. Then I didn't realize, like, there was, like,
decorum, like
there's like certain things that you're just not allowed to say or whatever, and I was just don't care, like and that's what I'm grateful for, but also like goddamn, I wish I kind of like took it a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
But like people, some of the comedians that I've met, and just like certain like people that have seen my shit, they're just like, you're a fucking asshole, you're a piece of shit, or you're what the fuck is wrong with you, or just whatever. Like instead of like seeing the comedic aspect of it, that's why. It's because like I'm just so fucked, and like that being so fucked like drove like completely my first experiences in comedy, and that was just like the real side of Gordo, like the side that fucking hates everybody for a certain reason, fucking hate, just all kinds of shit, just pure hate driven, like hate, and that's that was like the first year of my shit. So like I'm thankful that happened, but I'm also like thankful for people like Noah that like we're able to see like what I can do, but also like be aware that like you need to be careful, because like Noah and a couple people like told me like, hey, you need to change your shit, like it's important, because they know how much I love it, and I would love to do it professionally, but I'm trying to get there, but I would never be there without like Noah and those other people saying like you need to tone yourself down, like kind of put me in check basically. And that's the reason why they had to do that, like even the fucking the offensive comedians had to tell me like, hey, you fucking chill, like
Was it
that's why. Oh yeah, I was talking about, I had this one particular joke called pedophile lemonade, and it's about it's like somehow like someone's acquiring piss from a child, so that's the insinuation, whatever.
You're gonna tell me that joke later, because that sounds funny,
because it is, and it's funny, but I switched the joke from like it starts out whatever, and then it gets to a kid selling lemonade at a lemonade stand, and I've got a bunch of Coke snot on my shirt, and without realizing it, like all that Coke snot on my shirt just looks like cum. It looks like a huge cum stain. So I'm walking up to like the little kid, and the mom screams at me, "Get away from my kid," because she thought that I wanted pedophile lemonade, not regular lemonade. And that's where the joke like kind of like ends. But like that was the joke that really like a lot of people did not really fucking care for. And I only wrote that joke because like it's funny to me, and because like I have a personal experience with like and it wasn't even, I didn't say anything like about like fucking kid, but like still like like you're not allowed to say certain shit like the word pedophile or whatever. I changed all that up into like, and now it's an old lady. And I call it gold shower lemonade. Yeah, see that now you
That's
can
better.
laugh. Yeah. But I had to learn the hard way about like even if you have like certain personal experiences, you still have to watch what you say. Yeah. And that's where I was just like, man, fuck that shit. Like it was the hood mentality. I don't give a fuck like when anyone thinks, but that's not me anymore, because like first of all, I don't want to get canceled. I want to keep doing comedy, and since I toned it back, like I've been getting what I wanted. I've been getting more shows.
You've been doing like,
I was finally able to do the Hyenas, and it came quicker than I thought, because I've talked to other people and they didn't get like gigs like that for a long while down the road. And here I am like a little over a year, and I finally got that spot that I never thought I would fucking get ever. And that was thanks to Panda. Do you know Panda?
I've met him and I've done a show with him.
Yeah, Fernando Chacon.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty cool too. If you guys haven't brought him on, like it'd be a great addition too.
Yeah.
He's been doing stand up for a while. He started like in California, I think.
Yeah,
in LA.
But he's got like monthly shows at Hyena's Red Room in Fort Worth, and he's a little bit more professional too. So like that's the other things that I wouldn't have been able to get without. It all goes back to Noah. Like I fucking love that guy. If I wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for him. Like he's the one that showed me the light.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. And it doesn't look like you're gonna let up. Like now that you're at where you want to be, and you figured out the fucking bullshit, and you've cleared it up. Now it's just like up from here.
Yeah.
So you have like time. You said you are like unlucky, or you've had like a lot of shit happen to you, but you have time to like turn shit around, I guess, and use that shit, to better yourself. That's crazy.
Yeah. Another thing about like having all that shit happen to you, it kind of makes you stronger. So you have like a stronger mentality of like, oh, okay, cool. Like they didn't book me on that show, but it's not the end of the fucking world, you know?
Yeah, it's very hard to like hurt my feelings. Like,
Man.
really, like
Got thick
honestly.
skin.
So whenever I get better, we were talking about crowd work and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I get better at certain things, I want to start doing a roast battle.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that good, like off the top of my head kind of shit. But like,
Yeah. I can only do it to people I know.
Yeah.
Because I know them.
What is it? What is
Roast
it?
battle.
so you're just to like if it's
Like-
like just like you two, like we're talking mad shit about each other.
Oh,
But like a
okay.
one-on-one, like you go and then he goes and he's
Yeah.
like I guess what was that shit? Wilding Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind
okay.
of like that.
Yeah.
Is there like stuff like that?
Yeah, there's shows like that.
Now?
They're literally called. The show is called Roast Battle.
Oh wow.
And,
Here in Dallas?
Well, everywhere. I think they're everywhere now.
Oh wow.
But
they have like a bunch, like the specific one in roast battle. I think has like different ones. Like they have one that started in LA, and then they have one in Chicago. I think in New York, and
now there's one in Austin.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, there's another comedian out there that runs it. I think his name is Adam Lucky.
Do you go to Austin a lot?
No, I've been wanting to go. This this coming Monday, the next Monday after that, the Monday of either the 28th or something like that. David Tell, he's my favorite comedian ever. He's gonna be. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be at Kill Tony. So I wanna go out there and try and make it onto that set for to do comedy with him. And then he's gonna be coming to Dallas like literally the following Friday and Thursday. So I'm gonna go see him.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Feels weird. I'm stalking this little Jew, but he's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this shit. He was like, other than like, Jerry, it's weird because my fucking favorite comedians are white Jews.
Jewish.
It's nuts.
and then also like Jerry Seinfeld, super clean, and then David Tell.
Yeah.
Was David Tell not clean?
Oh,
no, he's
no,
very
no.
dirty. That's why he was one of my biggest inspirations is because like,
He can say whatever.
yeah, literally, yeah.
Damn.
And he's a
And
white
just the-
guy.
the
He's
way
been
that he
doing it
writes
for a
fucking
long
jokes.
time. Yeah. Yeah, he's great. Great off
Damn.
of
I need to look him up.
Listen to Skanks for the Memories. That's his
Skanks
album,
for the
like
Memories.
one of his big albums. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he's gonna be at Kill Tony. I'm almost positive that then like 2 Mondays from now. So I'm gonna finally go out there for that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm a little excited, but
I
I'm
think
probably
Tony
not gonna
goes
get
out there a
fucking picked.
lot.
Tony
Yeah,
gets out
yeah.
there
Tony
every
goes
week.
out there every week.
Yeah, he's I love that fucking guy.
Tony, yeah, we love him. I'm still mad at him because he came and didn't wear his kilt, but it's fine. He came on the pond and didn't wear his kilt.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my vacation time re-upped finally next month, so
shit.
I'm gonna ask for a couple Mondays off.
For what?
Oh, for Kill Tony.
Yeah, just to go
really?
down to
You're
Austin.
gonna go?
Yeah, just to fucking do it.
You would do Kill Tony?
I'll sign up. I don't know if I'll do it.
Well, like
Yeah, I just got to get like right at least like a minute joke because most of my jokes are
I
kind of
wanted to get
long-winded.
fucking tickets, but they were sold out already.
They sell out immediately.
Yeah, almost
Kill Tony?
immediately.
Yeah, I think if you sign up, you just wait in the back and hope to get called.
And they call it the drug alley.
Yeah.
There's,
I've seen clips
it's
of
a
that.
black,
Tony was telling us
open
about it.
black
Yeah,
market,
yeah,
drug
yeah.
market.
Yeah.
There's apparently homeless people like taking shits everywhere.
Oh damn, I
You
don't know all that.
kinds of shit. So
Tony saved my ears from that, I guess, because he didn't tell me about people taking shits everywhere.
Yeah,
all
because
about
Tony's
it.
just there like fucking high on mushrooms or something. He's like, this place is amazing. Oh my god.
Love Tony,
Yeah.
man.
Well, man, we've been going on almost 2 hours, I think. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Close to
What
2
time is
hours,
it?
man. It's 2:30.
oh shit, right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, 47, almost 2 hours.
but thank you for coming on. It
No, that was
fucking
great,
awesome.
man. It was awesome just even talking and getting to know you guys.
Yeah.
Same
And
things.
thank you for being like so open. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like honestly,
it should like you were like very vulnerable and you said a lot of things that I know you probably haven't spoken to a lot of people. you
Yeah,
know?
like I said, like it's not something that you can just like bring
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But like, I'm hoping that the people that like actually are interested in my shit, like and even whoever like happens to see it or hear it, like they just understand like why. I say the shit that I say, and like
Yeah.
I opened up a lot of why, and there's still other things that make me fucked up, but but yeah, those are the main things.
Yeah, and opening up and being that vulnerable to anybody that's listening to this. Like, it's not an enormous following, but like the people that do listen, it might help them also open up. Like, even just to the people that they're close with. Like, oh, he said the things that happened to him on the platform where it's like people are listening. I can at least
and they
open up
Comedy
with
can
other
help.
people.
and they see like people that go through things, whether they be like the best of things or the worst of things, come out the other side. It's
Yeah.
a big deal. So thank you. And it makes me feel very connected to you,
Oh well, I'm glad I got to meet you guys. for sure.
Frenzies. Thank you.
Well, I met Ricky already, but I had to
Yeah.
meet you.
I don't remember how we met. I just always remember looking at you on stage like, God damn.
I turned out to be the best of, like, you're going to like me more than Ricky, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's more likable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more like
Kind of a dickhead.
But I'm also more annoying and in your face. So I don't know if that's more likable. I just don't give people a choice.
Yeah.
But
Honesty is all I ask for.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for
shizzle.
coming on. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
thank
have
you
you
for
on
having me,
again.
yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
anything you want to plug real quick?
Yeah, plug all your
Instagram,
social
plug your
media,
shows.
My Facebook is just Greasy Gordo, and then the Instagram tag is at Greasy Gordo.
Bet. And we're
Any
gonna
shows?
tag you. Do you have like flyers of shows or anything?
I've got one today, actually with Noah at Dallas Comedy Club.
Send it to our Instagram and we'll post it today. But if like your episode's gonna come out not this week but the week after, so if you have anything coming up next week or after that, we'll post it.
I think my next one for now is like in July or something like that with Panda.
Yeah. If you have a flyer, send it and we'll post it with your Instagram.
Yeah.
So-
And this is for all the comics. I said it last week, but like if you have any shows coming up, just send it to our Instagram. We'll post it on our stories.
100.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening and we'll catch you next week. Bye.